the sun's coming up and we're getting it down. So we're headed over here. We're crossing the White River over here on Highway 79 in Clairton, Arkansas. And if you've ever come through here back in the day, you'll know that this old bridge that used to be just to the left of us over here was skinny, long, and crooked. It had a pretty tight turn in it, and before they built this one, with the degree of truck drivers that was available coming up, we'll just say the degree of truck drivers we have now. I'm glad that we have this bridge here. It was skinny and it was sketchy on a good day. Woo, ain't that pretty? Yep, excuse the windshield. We're up here in rice country, big time rice country. And, where you have rice, you have water, and where you have water, you have skeeters. And we have really not that bad this way. I figured going up there in the dark, we'd have skeeter guts all over the windshield, but we didn't. So, but yeah, if you ever got out at night up in this part right here, man, you can't go out at night. Best you can do is go inside at dark, because there is not enough deep woods off. There ain't enough tiki torches. There ain't enough anything. I don't think Agent Orange would even get it. You just, the skeeters are so thick that you can't open your mouth at night and talk. Yeah, I'm glad I kind of live right there on the edge of all the delta. So like, it's not quite that bad at my house. You can actually get out at night and do a few things. But anyway, let's ride on. The sun's coming up and we're gonna get down. Alright, welcome to Jonesboro. We are headed across town here to dump the load, but I was going to show y'all this. We are on the service road going down the side of this interstate. This is Interstate 555. This used to be US 63, and they annexed it and made it part of the interstate system. So before they did that, I could get on there with that short trailer because it's part of the US highway system. Now that it's part of the interstate system, my inner bridge is too small to get on there, so I've got to run this service road all the way down there. And there's about 4 major roads from where I come into town on to where I'm going to, and then on the last major road I've got to loop around and get on the other side of the interstate and go down another service road over there. So kind of a pain in the assets sometimes with these short trailers. You know, they're not really made to do long haul stuff, and it just kind of sucks that I had to add more time to my trip here, especially, you know, coming in early morning traffic here. It's not that bad, but you know, I could have, instead of going up through Stuttgart and all through no man's land, I had to go this way, and I could have went through Little Rock. Saved me some miles, you know, like nearly 20 miles, but added 30 minutes to the trip, and we're just adding more time on it having to do this. So, you know, probably, you know, added another 40-45 minutes to the trip having to do this. So neither here nor there. We're just gonna ease on over here and do what we do. Take the good with the bad, you know. I hate, you know, I don't have a long trailer, but I don't know that I could have got into where I'm going up here with a long trailer. Sometimes a long trailer just gets in the way in some of the places you deliver to. So anyway, let's just ride on and enjoy the morning. Alright, so I was pretty much right. A long trailer probably wouldn't have worked well here, even though we probably could have got it done, backed in off the road, whatever, but we're having to wiggle around in here, and I don't know where we're dumping this at. The guys are supposed to be here at 7, so I was just I know I'm gonna have to turn around at some point in time, and if we're gonna have guys come in here, I don't want other like equipment and everything coming in here. I want to be turned around. I don't want to have to turn around when after everybody gets here and got their crap everywhere. So I'm gonna walk inside the gate here and see if we can got any idea where we're gonna dump this. All right, after I sit there for a little bit, realized that wasn't nobody coming, so what I had to do, I had to call somebody. And I hate when somebody like gives me just an address to go somewhere, and I don't really like it, and nobody gave me a phone number, and I should have asked for one. But anyway, let me jump out and see where they want this. All right, so we got turned around, we got this thing dumped. It was kind of hairy. But we got a big ditch right here we had to dump in front of, and it's kind of a pain to get up through it. All right. Try and get on through, cross it right here. Oh shit. That's a rear end getter right there. Shit. Yeah, I kind of got sidetracked. I had to drive off over there. I had to back up and then swing way wide and go over there, but you can see that's where I had to swing into, and then I had to come around here. Oh, look at that wasp. And back through that gate, kind of at an angle, and put that pile where they wanted it there. So anyway, we're gonna ride back to the house. It's Friday, and I'm ready to go home. Ha ha! Alright, so we stopped a little break here out in the middle of these rice fields out in the middle of nowhere here, and I was going to show y'all real quick about the bridge thing I was talking about earlier, not being able to get on the interstate with 80,000 pounds. Has nothing to do with the bridge. It's the gap in between here. You got your inner bridge, and then you got your outer bridge is from your steer, I think it's from the steer to the back axle. Yeah, okay. So with my inner bridge this tight here, I can't haul but 73,280 pounds on the interstate. So anyway, that's to get 80,000 pounds. I've got to go state highways or US highways. So all right, well, let's get out here. I don't know, I may fly the drone. It looks like some pretty rice fields out here, and I may fly the drone just for a minute so you guys can see everything.
Cobra 29 again.
Not 10 full. Well, that thing, I tell you what, I've been hearing you was talking to somebody a few minutes ago. I'm probably 5 miles out, but that thing always sounds pretty clear.
Going up on the top. Info. It's a damn board what it is. You hear what I said?
I hear what you said.
Simon, like a mouse when he's talking, huh? Hopper. Right in front of the hopper? Yeah, if you can get across it. Alright. What I said is that you sound like a little mouse when he's talking.
Yeah, I hear you sound like a little mouse.
You better watch luck though, today something wrong with him.
Hell, there's something wrong with him every day. Lug Nut, you going home early today or what?
Am I gonna what?
You going home early today?
No, I'm going home when I get over, Cedar.
I was just gonna make sure you wasn't gonna get lazy on us.
Alright, yeah, I mean, what day's Friday in?
Yeah, today's Friday. You know, dump truckers only work half a day on a Friday.
I don't. I work all day. I don't work on Saturdays over on helping.
Alright, well, I'm fixing to load this and then go. I'm gonna go on in and call it a day.
Well, I'm gonna make about 30 more and call it a day. Poor counting one to bring home.
Don't need no more. This is the last load I'm hauling right here. Told me not to haul no more.
But you didn't know to haul no more?
Yeah. Told me Wednesday, don't haul no more.
Well, that round trip, she didn't tell me that. Well, she don't ever tell me not to come in there with a load in the evening. You know that?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, she don't, I ain't never heard her tell me don't bring a load in.
Well, I guess I'm done until things get better.
Well, Thanksgiving.
What's that looking up?
We ain't moving a whole lot of that shit, are they?
No, not since Hardwick went away.
Yeah, well. Can't be bumping a lot on weekend, you know that?
Yeah, I know. You didn't work with that one weekend, did you?
Yeah, I used to work about every weekend at Hartwick. He'd leave the gate open for me, unlocked. I'd have to lock it back up when I left.
Alrighty. I guess this is gonna be gonna be the last load for a little bit. Things kind of slow, and no need to haul all this material in here if you ain't gonna use it. So I was informed that I got done Friday. Probably gonna be it unless things pick up. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I still haven't got my hopper fixed because I've been waiting on my fab guy, and I didn't think I was gonna need it, so I told him, you know, hey, you got plenty of time, don't worry about it. And I told him I probably wouldn't need it until sometime in September, and I called him the other day and said, hey man, I need it now. So he's been in Alaska, and he's coming back today and wants me to call him Monday morning first thing and get that hopper over there. So hopefully we'll be doing something with the hopper maybe middle of next week. So it may not work Monday and Tuesday. And if that's the case, maybe I'll have a little time to work on getting this green truck, get a little closer on this green truck. I know I need a couple days with it so I can get a little bit further. I know last weekend I spent all weekend working on this truck, and I don't know, just hard to keep one running while you're trying to fix the other one back up. So that's been the whole thing the last year and a half that I've had that truck. It's like I just don't have time to run one and try and keep everything up on one, and yeah, have the other one for a project or whatever, fix something wrong with it. So all right, we're gonna ride on up to the pit and call her a day. It's Friday and I am glad of it. Another hour or so we're gonna be done for the week, and we can start working on our weekend stuff. Somebody lost their rice brand right here. Glad it wasn't me this time. Tell y'all what, when I was a kid, my uncle had a plant down there at that place where I loaded at, and it's 62 miles down there, and it took about an hour and a half. And when I was a kid, those roads that I was twisting through, those roads were 2-lane and extremely narrow, no shoulder, ditches on the side. Same way we're right here, man. This used to be a 2-lane road. These bridges were just like narrow, like no shoulder, deep ditches. This is a river bottom that we're going through. And it's awesome that over time, like, even though it seems like we haven't came a long way in our road infrastructure still yet, we've come a long way. So it just, every day I come through here and I just think about all the times as a kid when they'd need something down there and we'd leave home and drive down through there and drop it off. And it just, I don't know, it just, with the increased traffic that this road has seen over the past 35, 40 years, yeah, I couldn't imagine it being the old way. every chance you get now.
What are you doing on that rock bucket?
I done lost my mind. I'll probably be back on the hopper any day now. All right, good Saturday morning. We got a call this morning, and some people called and made an order, so we got to get going here and go down here and load. But I had a question about my, oh, here comes a car. Lord have mercy. Need to cut them trees down out there so I can see down the road. Had a question about my transmission. This is a 15 over. It's got a reverse pattern in it, and so we're in first, second, third. This is deep reduction right here. Fourth, fifth. We'll come back there. That'll put us in fourth and low. Fifth, sixth, 7th. 8th. 9th. And here we go for the big hole. Got to get it wound up for this one. Ooh, that's rough. I usually don't go in 15. So basically this is a glorified 10-speed overdrive. It's just got 5 lower gears, and I'm gonna cut this back one right here. Oh, this road's so rough I don't like driving with about 45 miles an hour down it. But yeah, this is basically a glorified 10-speed overdrive. Of course, it's got the reverse pattern where high gear goes against the dash, which I love that. One of these days, I hope that I can put a top plate on the 18-speed in the green truck so it does the same thing. So anyway, I had a question about the 15. Somebody asked if it was I forget how they asked it, but basically if it was against the seat or against the dash. So it's against the dash, baby. Well, I thought I was going to have a good split video. I was going to do a little drone footage, and my drone, I don't know what the heck's wrong with it, but it didn't want to act right. So I'm in a hurry and I didn't have time to mess with it. I got stuff to do today, lots of stuff to do today, so just didn't get done. So I apologize for, it was going to be something kind of cool I was hoping, but instead here we are, not having cool drone footage with this GoPro footage of this loader. Golly, it's hot in here. I can't even think, it's so hot. I turned the air conditioner on, but it's so noisy when I turn the air conditioner on. You guys probably would not like the sound. So we are going to get loaded here. If you're wondering about how I know what I'm putting on here, got a baby monitor right there, and it kind of helps. It's the other end of it's pointed at the scale. Oh shit. That's kind of how I've been loading this. I put 2 buckets, one in the front, one in the back. Then I get a corner bucket for this one right here, and I'll load it on the front, and then I'll get a corner bucket for the other side. All right, let's see where we're at. 67,000. Need 13 more thousand pounds. Alright, I would have to wear a black shirt today. It's supposed to be pretty nice today though. I don't think the high is like low 90s. and there's not a whole lot of humidity, so we'll just get a little breeze today. We might get a little something done. I was gonna work on my motor in my green truck today, and I don't think I'm gonna get to because we got this call, and I was going to work on it, but my tarp is messed up on my trailer here, so I really needed to load so I could stand in the trailer and figure out what's wrong with this tarp. It needs a new one, what it really needs, and the trailer place don't have a new one, so guess what? We're gonna have to figure out how to make this one work. I thought yesterday was gonna be the end of, oh shit, freaking tailgate, damn it. My tailgate's open. So back to what I was doing. My tailgate was open, but it wasn't at the same time, if that makes sense. It was locked, the locks were locked. 76,000. Let's go get a pinch bore, put it in the front. Give us a little bit more to stand on when we fix that tarp here in a little bit. But that linkage that the little finger, it's a little finger on the trailer and a little piece of round bar on the tailgate, and that little finger, the mechanism that works it, was getting hung up, and I greased it and messed with it and everything you can imagine. Got the dadgum thing working right, and I ain't had no problems in it in about a month. And I guess I had a problem out of it after I dumped my last load yesterday. So we made a mess, and gonna have to clean that up, but whatever. Seems like I'm never gonna get nothing done on this green truck for having to do other shit. It pisses me off. All right, I'll get here on this, look on this baby monitor. I can flick this just a tad. $77. 79, 640, 79. Come on. You son of a gun. I need 400 freaking pounds. I ain't believing that. Man, it's hot in here. Come on now. Ooh, 900, 920. Oh, yeah, that's how it goes. 80,060. Man, dang. I was hoping to get it right on the money is what I try to do. But sometimes it just don't happen like that. Alright, dump the rest of this out. We'll go squish the top of the load down a little bit. turn this baby monitor off before I forget about it. There we go. That'll work. We'll get got a little bit on the top of the rail of the trailer. Give it a little whoop, slide it off, good to go. Alright, let's go put this thing up, go get our scale ticket, and get back and fix this raggedy tarp. Alright, that only took about, I don't know, an hour longer than it should have. So we got to go back and start working on this car. He's way down there, but golly, I hate pulling out in front of people. Because I'll pull out right here and drive slow, and next thing I know, somebody will see me in town. They're like, oh, you pulled out in front of me. Well, you should have been driving 90. Alright, so here we are, deproduction 3rd, deproduction 4th, deproduction 5th. Alright, now to go back to low 1st right there, or low 4th, I'm sorry. I ain't with it today, golly. Can't even shift this thing today.